Hey guys, so I wanted to take just a minute. I'm in this beautiful place here, but I wanted to take just a minute to talk about something. I saw a video and it just popped up in my stream about why Jordan Peterson why he's gone dark, why he's missing. Like, we see all these amazing videos that he's put out and all these different conversations that he's had, and so you got a guy that has boldly stood in the face of so much insanity and so much chaos and things that just don't make sense. And he has been a voice for a lot of us that haven't had the courage to speak up and put our head up above the crowd and try to relay sense into the world around us. I think that too many people are literally uh, getting attacked by the carpenter bees here. Too many people are literally afraid to call out the, let's just call it, pandering to the mentally ill and some of the obvious social agendas that aren't really pro survival for us. And he has stood in that place for us. And because of so much chaos and traumatic, um, he gets all this conflict, and it's just standing against the insanity. It sure. Um, Everyone is oppressed. I've said this before today. Actually, this is one of those days where I'm recognizing some of the stuff that I've gone through, the contrast in life. Like, I spent my whole life getting my ass kicked. Like, I got my ass kicked all the way through school. And it wasn't about, and I'm not going to say exactly why, but it was because I was different, and so what, I'm different. I got my ass kicked, but I learned from that, and I did not harbor a grudge against those people that did that, and it made me more. Um, I feel more valuable because I can understand and I can relate. And yeah, so I've got my ass kicked. It's consequences for my actions and the way that I looked at the world and the way that I lived my life. And and I would challenge you to look at your own circumstances and take responsibility for your own circumstances. And yeah, you know what? If you screw up or if you make the wrong decision, the world is going to kick your ass, and that's just the way it is, right? And when you go to blame others or blame the system or blame anything outside yourself for your circumstances, you are going to fail. And that is life. And get used to it. Some great movie lines. Life is pain. Get used to it, right? From the Gina Davis movie with Samuel L. Jackson. It's Long Kiss Goodnight. And there's a lot of really cool lessons in movies. And we can see how those things fit for ourselves. But the what I wanted to say is that, like, this man has spoken, and he makes a lot of sense, right? And when you actually when you put aside the bias that you have from all these other parrots that are just regurgitating the propaganda, and you actually listen to what the man is saying, then he moves mountains. He makes a lot of sense. And for somebody that's being literally a hero for a lot of us that just want to look into the world and find sense and meaning and purpose, and what is it to be a man, and it's not an evil thing to be a man. What's really interesting is, in the language that we have, we all know what misogyny is, but what's the reverse of that? It's not even in the vernacular. The misandry is what it is. It's the hatred and distrust of men, and you don't even know what that is. Like, it's not in the vernacular, it's not in the words that are used or in the social meme. But you have a man that's willing to stand up, and he's not right all the time, and he would never say that he's right all the time, and he's not perfect, and he's going through major conflict in his own life, and he had suffered, but he suffered not just for himself but for us. So put it into your world, that the people that are speaking out, the heretics that go against the grain, are something that is vital to each and every one of us, so that we can have reality, not just a one-way social meme that tells us how we're supposed to think. I want you to think for yourself. And I've been putting it out there in all my social media. Who owns your mind? Who owns your mind? Is it you? Do you own your mind? Like, who is programming the way you think? So if you look for yourself and stop taking people's word for it, and stop looking because there's a train wreck over there, you got to look. And I'm not going to go into details about some of those like distractions right now, but there's a lot of distractions out there, and we need to just look away from the distractions and look for yourself. Turn off the news. Don't look at the news. Stop listening to the conflict oriented self-aggrandizement social media posts, and stop posting on Facebook or YouTube, and like stop posting stuff all the time because you need that fix of, hey, did they look, did they whatever. There were some really amazing videos that I've watched recently about like the downfall or the downtrend in consciousness or sanity of people that post all the time, and like what that, like how that affects them negatively. um, because now your attention is on that post. Now your attention's on that post. Honestly, don't watch the video, don't look at my posts, don't react, don't give me a thumbs up, don't look at me, don't listen to me, don't do any of that stuff. I honestly don't care. I really don't. I'm putting this out for the people that I know need to hear this. Go look at Jordan Peterson. Send a message out to him. Thank him for what he's done. And that's what we need to do, because if we don't support our heroes, they will disappear. And then we will be left destitute and desperate without hope. So take this for what it is. Know that I love you, and I care about you. And I'm grateful for the people that have stood in the gap for me and spoken up when I didn't have a voice. And I'm grateful. Thank you.